go.
Welcome back to the Stoop football fans. It's boy Lolo. We just got done talking with Joe and Oscar and Lee Gunner on All Leeds TV. So now it's about time to get on the Stoop and start talking some real trash. We got James showing up, we got Lawler, and we're even bringing Oscar from All Leeds TV. Y'all ready to get started? Let's get to the Stoop, y'all. What's going on, football fans? Welcome back to the Stoop. I'm just laughing about our introduction because I didn't mention Mark.
It's easy to forget me. I'm a Wolves fan.
He's the only one who comes
I'm wearing
up.
a Wolves hat to an Arsenal talk along here.
All right, sorry, man. Let's introduce our guests. What's going on? We got Lawler in from Madrid. We got James in New Orleans. We got Oscar, who's in England somewhere, from All Leeds TV. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, boys?
Has everybody bought their special? Everybody bought their special candy treats to give over for Valentine's Day. Everyone looking forward. Gonna be a good Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah.
St. Valentine's Day Massacre, my friend.
Oh, now listen.
Hey, remember, our owner is Italian, so he's going to channel a little Al Capone on us.
Yeah.
It's going to filter down to the club.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
yeah, but DiPartolo is barely Italian.
My friends.
Yeah, well, you know, if we look into the history of the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, it was visitors that came to the north side and lined up the north side gang against the wall and shot them all down. So it's the visitors coming to North London dressed as cops. So you guys need to make sure you're wearing your cop uniforms and confuse us. Or dressed up like Gunnosaurus, maybe. Line us all up.
Dressed up like old Bill.
Once again, you guys got that cock on your chest. We got the cannon, all right? That's all I'm saying. A peacock versus a cannon. What you going with?
So I thought that I would start out with a tune. This is dedicated to John Lawler, because I was having my morning coffee this morning and I was thinking to myself, you know, I bet when John was a wee bairn and then in his cradle and his dad rocking him, you know, everybody knows that John's dad is a Leeds supporter, okay? So that, you know, his dad was singing a little song to him and it went a little something like this. Who put the ball in the Arsenal net? Who put the ball in the Arsenal net? Who put the ball in the Arsenal net? Alan Skipper Clark. Who put the ball in the Arsenal net?
Who put the ball in the Arsenal net? Who put the ball in the Arsenal net? Alan Clark.
Alan Skipper Clark. Join in, Oscar.
No, and somehow John is not asleep yet.
Alan Skipper Clark.
No. And you know, Nick knows me, my brother-in-law, so he knows what damage that song did to my head.
Yeah.
But it's so funny. Great singing, James. Great singing, but you know you don't get to sing a lot of those songs because you just win fucking trophies. So
Hey, John. Sorry, you're cutting in and out like Leeds does in the Premier League.
Okay.
Wow.
I told you the gloves were coming off, James.
We took a break. Hey, we took a break. You know, we took a break. That's all. It was look. Everybody needs a vacation. You know, so we took a little vacation. We kind of slummed it a little bit, and now we're back to take it by storm. You know.
Whoa,
yeah,
Lawler's messing with us here. Okay, well, listen. Hey, some love here. Oscar or James, how many points did you guys have this season when you were relegated? Tell me that number.
When we were relegated?
Yeah.
I'll go 32.
I believe it was 33. And you guys are on 32 with like, what, 10 matches left?
I've won that. About 15, 16, isn't it, to go?
There you go. 29, JB says, but I don't believe that guy. He's a Leeds fan.
I thought 30.
They're not notoriously known for their math.
Yeah. I thought I try to forget those days. Those days, that wasn't a good time for me.
There we go.
I thought 30. I thought 30 this year would get us get us to stay up. I mean, I thought 30 was fine. Those three teams at the bottom are absolute dross. I mean, they're horrible.
Here you go, James, from John B. I recognize a classically trained singing voice when I hear one. LOL.
Hey, I never claimed to be Frank Sinatra, man.
Hey, he's on your side, man. He's on your side. Thank you, John B. Good to see you guys. Good to see all you guys on the chat. Don't forget to hit that.
I need
like
other people
button.
singing.
Yeah,
I'm just glad that that on Sunday we'll probably hear the Emirates the loudest it's ever been. To be fair, on Sunday.
Oh.
I know, but we have to figure out Oscar. We have to figure out like.
No, I thought this was a level
who fits in that song, right? So I was thinking like Johnny Alioski fits into that song. You say, you know, who put the ball in the Arsenal? Johnny Alioski, right? You'd have to, Rafinha. You'd have to stretch it a little bit, so it'd have to be Rafinha, or something like that. You know,
It's full Brazilian name Rafa.
Patrick Bamford really doesn't fit unless someone who's watching can.
I can do it. I can do it. Who put the ball in the back of the net? But Bamford missed a sitter.
Oh, that's not
more than Lacazette. More than Lacazette.
Metrically Lacazette goes with that too.
I like this comment. Sorry, I'm messing with the director. Lolo, how does it feel to be doing all these previews for Arsenal taking on a bigger club? It's crazy, man. It's crazy right now. You know, we're fighting from the bottom, the second half of the table, or the 11th space. We're fighting for 10th place right now. Here we go against the mighty Leeds United. Massive club you guys got. We can't fuck around too much. Anywhere in the world. Do you guys understand that I have to translate these videos into at least 10 different languages? Like I translated into Turkish, Arabic, Italian. Yorkshire, there's no translation app for that. It just doesn't work. But it's crazy. It's crazy because I get requests. Just the other day we had one up, and like 8 hours later in Spanish it was like, por favor, no te please don't forget to put the Spanish subtitles. And I'm like, you fans are hungry, man, and I love it.
That's awesome.
It's why we show so much love to you guys.
Well, we have a whole new fan base that we're building in South America and even in Spain, you know, because of Bielsa. I mean, Bielsa is like taking the brand and kind of, you know, despite being a genius on the pitch, you know, I mean, he's brand-wise, you can't ask for more than that.
Yeah. What's up, Allison and Marty? I just saw that pop up. Welcome.
Absolute legends, Allison and Marty Adams. They've supported us since day one. And yeah, of course, just saw Lee Gunner as well in the chat. Lee Gunner,
brilliant.
what a guy, Lee Gunner as well. And yeah, but I mean, the thing is, Lolo, you're having to go at Leeds now, but I know literally half an hour ago what you were saying about your current manager. So I'm not forgotten.
Hey, that's on your show, man. That's on your show.
You're on the stoop now.
Now we're on home territory where I can control. You know what, Oscar? That's a yellow card. That's a yellow card, and it's coming. Ready, set, yellow card. There you go.
What level are we on there? What level are we on?
Even Buckfire director.
Graphic pop in. John, what are you doing?
Hey, John.
Be careful, James. You're going to get one.
I'm gonna get one card.
Hey, John. Where's our Irishman? Where's our Irishman here? He's still gone? All right, John, give James a beer. He needs a beer. He needs to calm down a little bit. It's right in his face.
There's a beer.
Cheers. Cheers. Right in my face. Thank you.
Are we licensed for that?
We are not licensed for that, but nobody watches our show, so fuck it. Okay, guys, would you like to do a little bit of Leeds trivia?
Yeah.
Sure.
What do you think? All right. Let's add Lawler back to the screen so it looks better, even though it's just a... There he is. All right.
Sorry,
so,
Mr.
Terrible.
You're moving around like Alice
Nah,
in
you're
the Center
fine.
Square.
No.
Yeah, you're fine. We hear you. You're echoey, but it's okay. When you need a trophy room as big as Arsenal, it gets a little echoey. Oh, wait. I felt like I was talking shit to Spurs fans.
Still living in yesteryear.
That's all we got, man. That's all we got. All right, Mr. Director, why don't we put up a hard Leeds United question for these guys? Let's see what we got. Name 4 of the 8 players who scored 25 or more goals for Leeds United in the Premier League. Now, you guys in the comments, if you can answer faster than James or Oscar, I'll kick them out and put you on the show.
That's big power.
Do you want to do 2, James? I'll do 2.
Yeah.
I'll go first. I'll go Mark Viduka straight off the bat.
That's 1.
All right, let's alternate because I was going to choose Viduka too. I'm going to go with Peter Lorimer.
No. No. That's a wrong red card, man. You're going to get kicked off the show before 20 minutes.
Premier League?
Yeah, only in the Premier League.
Okay, so strictly Premier League.
Okay.
Oh, was that confusing because it's typed on the screen?
I don't have my glasses. I can't see.
I'm just helping my partner out here. You've tried to stitch him up. I'm just trying to help him out.
All right, I'm going to go again. John Charles.
Right. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
only in the Premier League. Okay, let's do it again.
Wait, what did you say?
Hasselbank.
No.
Hasselbank, yes. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank got 34. I hear somebody screaming in the background. Is that your brother, James?
Yes.
He's
screaming at me because I'm getting wrong answers.
He's feeding you the answers. Lovely.
Yes. He's feeding them to me.
Ah, I see. Well, so what do we have? You guys said what? You said Viduka, you said
Viduka
Jimmy
and
Floyd, and who else?
Do you want some more?
Who?
Do you want some more ones?
That's only 2. You need 2 more.
Lee Bowyer?
Lee Bowyer, yes. He had 38. Viduka had 59, by the way.
Come on, James. Hold up your end.
Jesus.
Beckford, no, it has to be.
What's that?
Beckford, no.
Beckford? No,
Oh,
Beckford wasn't in the Premiership.
Ken Lalobo just gave you guys the answer there. Good one,
Yeah, but
Ken.
I can't say that second name. Not allowed to say that. I can say Alan Smith, but I can't say. I don't recognise that other name.
Alan Smith. Yeah, okay. So it's Mark Viduka with 59, Harry Kuehl with 45. I don't know.
Hey, you guys are the Leeds fans. We're not expecting to know these things.
Who's that? The second one. Who's that? Don't recognise that name.
we don't
James will know what I'm
anymore.
Outside of Leeds, it's but James will know what I mean.
Okay. Well, sorry, Oscar. You're being our director says he made it up. No, they just so you guys don't talk about that guy anymore for some reason. You want to tell us why, or we'll move on?
Yeah, sure. It's quite a dark story, but anyway, right, I'll go into it.
We don't have to talk about it.
Back in 2000, we went to play the UEFA Cup semi-final away at Galatasaray. And yeah, unfortunately, devastatingly, two Leeds fans were killed. In Galatasaray was stabbed to death. Harry Kuehl, after the game, was one of the first Leeds kind of players to really condemn it all. Condemn, which you'd expect. And then, little over 8 years later, he goes and joins Galatasaray. He goes and joins Galatasaray. After being there that night, when we go into the ground, it says, "Welcome to hell," all this and that. Galatasaray fans, goading Leeds fans, etc., etc. After everything had happened, the Galatasaray board, Galatasaray players, no apology, no anything, nothing from Galatasaray, nothing but continued disrespect from Galatasaray. Harry Kuehl goes and signs for Galatasaray. He then says about Galatasaray that Leeds fans should forget all about it. That's what Harry Kuehl said. We should forget all about it. We should forgive and forget. Despite the fact Galatasaray never offers an apology, nothing from Galatasaray. Harry Kuehl said to Leeds fans after he made the move, not only was it bad enough he made the move, he then asked Leeds fans to just forgive and forget. Never. Absolute disgrace for the man, Harry Kuehl. And he's never once tried to make amends for it. He's had opportunity after opportunity. He hasn't done it. But yeah, I apologise for going on the rant. But yeah, to be fair, it's very well protected, Harry Kuehl, because outside of Leeds, not many people know about that. It's the automatic assumption with Harry Kuehl is that he left us in a bad way as well. He really ripped us off. His agent went to Liverpool, could have got a much bigger fee when we were in financial ruin. But no, refused to sign the contract, I think it was, and we got a little fee for him as well. Someone that's not a talent, by the way, but means nothing to me. The irrelevant player, won nothing at the club, bottled it in the big moments, and he did one. And you know what? He's honestly, that man, I just despise him. Despise that man.
So
Oscar's
really,
pissed,
what I'd like to know is how you really feel about this man.
Oh.
Well,
because that was an earfall, and I want to re-roll tape so I can just experience that venom once again. You Leeds fans are no joke.
And now we have to endure Istanbul chants and what have you from Mill Scum and the Scum and all the other crappy teams that we have to play.
The fact he went to play for he had other options as well. You know, we just left Liverpool. He had other clubs looking at him, chance to go back to Australia. But no, he had so many different options on the table, but he chose to go there. It's just so unforgivable. The circumstances of what happened, you know, it's just complete. Leeds United gave him a career, and he went and did that to us. It's just. Honestly, I idolised the man when he played for us. When I was growing up, he was one of my heroes watching Leeds. I'm not ashamed to admit that he was one of the best players in the Premier League at the time by a mile. But then when you do that, didn't win a trophy, never forgive him. Never ever forgive Harry Kewell. Never.
Wow, man. Well, I think Mr. Tom, who is one of our main, he's always on, big supporter of the channel. Mr. Tom said it best up here. Pardon my language, but Harry Kewell can go fuck himself.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's just proof that we're not a kids show.
Yeah.
Oh no, absolutely not.
I like that.
Mr. Tom, that's one of my favorite sayings.
I wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire. I love that. Well, cool. All right.
I'll just get another match and just lice it even more, to be honest.
But now, okay, so sorry, that just resonated what you saw. It fought in through me trying to gather my thoughts, and you're like, I'd light a match to make it go more. Awesome. That's fucking Brooklyn, son. I love that. But listen, not that it's the same exact thing, but next season, you don't feel like your team is going to get picked apart. All of your players, they're going to be worth millions more than they're worth currently. Tens of millions more than they were worth last season. So how do you keep, well, I'm not only talking about Rafinha. Everybody's talking about Rafinha. I'm talking about people that can go, oh shit, Luke Ayling can ball. Luke Ayling can anchor my back line, or Stuart Dallas is a man. Even Pascal Stroik, I could probably get him for cheap.
Oh. Can't hear you, Jet. It's Lolo. James, are you there?
Yeah. Did we lose everybody else?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, my camera from before the Leeds TV question.
We've all disappeared.
Yeah, my camera froze.
Can you hear us? Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
can hear you now.
Yes.
Hello.
Okay.
You can hear it now.
Sorry. I don't know what happened there. Technical difficulties. Somebody farted and blew up his mic. I guess so, man. I guess
Sorry, that was me.
So what I was saying is, how are you guys going to feel when your team gets picked apart next season? Or do you think that it's not going to happen?
I can't see it happening. I think if one player's going to go, it'll probably be Rafinha. But that depends on, he's got to maintain this form between now and the end of the season. But I look at it in a positive way. We knew when, in terms of our business model, that we're going to lose the odd player. We've lost players at the start of Bielsa's reign. Obviously Jack Clark left straight away, but obviously Jack Clark wasn't too fussed about that, to be honest, especially with the fee that was offered. Obviously, we've lost other players. Kemar Roof left quite early on. A bit more bothered about that one. That happens. It happens. It's what's going to happen with our business model. We've got a director of football, Victor Orta, who's absolutely top class at his job. The way he's built this team, not just Bielsa, Victor Orta, his recruitment has been absolutely superb. Picking out people like Pascal Struick, Ilan Meslier, Matthijs Klik, all these players that, let's be honest, unless you watch football from around the world, you wouldn't have heard of. And he spotted these players and he got them for big, cheap fees. And for me, the only player that could leave is Rafinha, but he has to maintain his form between now and the end of the season. So from my point of view, if Rafinha was to leave Leeds, that means he's done a top-class job for us and probably fired us into the Europa League. But I think ultimately we will lose players from time to time, but I think it'll probably be next year until that happens, next summer. I don't think it'll be this summer coming up.
I agree. And I agree with Oscar, and I think too a lot of it depends on Bielsa. Bielsa staying, I think it's huge for Rafinha. Rafinha's thrived under him, so I think that another year under Bielsa would be, something that Rafinha would go for. I don't think he's going anywhere. And as far as Ailing and Dallas,
jeez, the price for Rafinha just keeps going up.
In the comments,
70 million already.
Rafinha's at 70 million.
It's like the stock market.
Okay, for Rafinha, we got 60 million, 60 million, 70 million, 70 million. What do we got? JB, you got 60 to 70 million. John B, Duncan Million only says 50 million. You're going down.
Just put a massive price tag on him.
Exactly. Now here's the thing that you just said that is most resonant to me is that it's Bielsa and it's Rafinha would have to want to leave. And that's a big issue that I have with Arsenal. Arteta comes in to change the culture, to make it like, I don't feel like any one of our players have any sort of loyalty to the badge, to Arteta. Like, I feel like all of our players are for sale. And I feel like for you guys, none of your players are for sale. Would that be, and that comes down to, they want to play for Bielsa. They want to play for Leeds. They want to play for you guys. Well, and I feel like Arsenal could give a shit. I feel like Arsenal has a bunch of players that are fucking, they're entitled. They're entitled millionaires.
That's it, right there.
That have been told they're amazing.
Yeah, Arsenal and clubs like that, are the epitome of modern football. Leeds is bringing a mentality to the Premiership that I don't think it's seen in a while. That is, a manager who, loyalty. It's all about loyalty. He's loyal to the club. He wants to stay for another year. The players are loyal to him, and they're going to stay. And we reward loyalty at Leeds. Loyalty is rewarded, and it's rewarded with the love and adulation of our fans and supporters, and then also by the club itself. We'll make it right.
Yeah, that's good, Wayne. Rafinha came to us from a Champions League team. He was with Stade Rennais. They're in the Champions League, and so why would he come here just to get top 10
like that? Especially, you look at Rafinha, he's kind of gone under the radar. He's 24 years old and he's never actually played for Brazil, either in the the youth teams, the under 17s, under 18s, 19s, 20s, 21s, never been picked up. He's kind of completely thrown under the radar. And I think the thing you have to look at with Rafinha in that kind of sense is that might, when leaving Red, that was a big risk from Rafinha's point of view, because Rafinha will have that dream to play for Brazil. Like any Brazilian would have the dream to play for Brazil. When you're a player and you know how gifted you are, because Rafinha's body language from the minute he signed was unbelievable. Like, you can see in his eyes. Sometimes you can just see in the player's eyes that they're just cold-blooded killers on the football pitch, and that is what Rafinha is. He is a killer on the pitch. In a good way, by the way. That's
yeah.
Getting goals. And stuff like that.
Not in a
not like 2-footed challenges, not Vinnie Jones style. More in terms of pure goal scoring.
Yeah, hold on. I just have to put a stop to this in the comments. I do not want Kiko. God damn it. Ain't nobody want Kiko. Stop trying to sell me Kiko.
Oh, no. Rochdale don't want Kiko.
Exactly. See, Arsenal can have Kiko. Lolo's talking about a keeper. You can have Keepo. No, I want Emi Martinez back. God damn it.
I feel like I started that.
Sorry.
Yeah, Lolo, I feel like I started that a while back in one of those live viewings. I suggested that Arsenal could have Kiko.
Yeah.
And I still,
Actually,
I buy that. You can have him.
So Mr. Tom actually just put up a comment right here that's kind of taking the words out of my mouth where I was going with this. So Oscar and James, do you think him coming to Leeds, leaving a Champions League team, was about being in a better league? As much as it was about Leeds United, it was about, I got to get seen and nobody's seeing me in this league. I got to go to the Premier League.
I mean,
or do you think it was all Bielsa?
I think that was a factor, but I think also, look, when Orta and Bielsa and all do their recruiting, they do like a very intense job. I mean, they do a very thorough job of recruiting and scouting, and they send they send someone there after. They'll send them like a spreadsheet, video of them playing and showing what they can do and what we can do for them. And I mean, they did that with Guardiola, the guy who wanted from Dinamo Zagreb. I mean, he was talking about that. He said, "Man, I got this whole presentation from Victor Orta." And I was like, "What is this?" And I think the recruiting. I think it's all about the recruiting. I mean, I'm sure that being in the Premier League helps, but at the same time, I think that it's all the credit goes to Orta and Bielsa. I think, I mean, like Oscar was saying, they did a tremendous job of scouting, identifying targets, knowing our needs, and then going out and grabbing those particular people. Now, we still have needs to fill, but that's going to come. A few more transfer windows.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, it's a definitely he's going to be seen in South America more, playing in the Premier League and playing for a club that's global like Leeds United. Because like I said, y'all Leeds fans are all over the freaking world. I have to translate these videos into 10 different languages every time. It's out of control. And I may only be satisfying one or two fans, but shit, they ask. So they ask. And no Arsenal fans are asking for me to translate into Turkish. Especially now with Ozil gone.
Well, actually, Ozil watches our show and translates for them. All 6 fans.
Oh no, he probably doesn't like us much anymore, Ozil. Okay, fellas. So I heard some news that Calvin Phillips might not be in the match. Has that been cleared up? Is he all right?
Again, it's still a little bit. Still a little bit kind of on the fence on that one, whether it's going to be available or not. So yet, as far as I'm aware, the only thing I was going to say about Rafinha is obviously Rafinha, rightly so, gets plaudits. But you need to remember the other parts of our front three. We're not a one-man team. I know obviously Rafinha stands out because of how good he is on the ball. The technical skill, ability, driving from distance, having shots off, etc., etc. But Jack Harrison actually scored more than Rafinha and assisted the same amount of goals. Patrick Bamford's assisted more goals and scored more goals. So this idea that if we lose Rafinha, of course, I mean, I want to see him at Ellen Road. If I never get to see Rafinha at Ellen Road or Pablo Hernandez again, then that's just and then Bielsa goes before we can go to Ellen Road again, and that's just the worst nightmare kind of stuff. But if Rafinha did leave, we've still got enough quality there, because don't forget, we started the season without Rafinha, and I still think we'll be okay. So I'm not too worried about that at the moment. I'm confident we could find a replacement if the worst comes to the worst. But in terms of Calvin Phillips, I think obviously Calvin is probably the second on the list in terms of what other clubs we'll be looking at, because obviously young, holding midfielder, plays the non-sexy role really, really well, and he always makes it sexy in terms of how he passes the ball. How many times can I say sexy in one sentence? But you know what I mean. Playing passes, winning the ball back, and he's adapted to this Premier League superbly. If Calvin doesn't play, I've got a massive concern about Saturday, because he is that Sunday even, he is the linchpin of the team. He holds it together. He allows the other players to thrive ahead of him. You know, the attacking five, if you like, to thrive ahead of him. So, and our record without Calvin in the team is not good. It's not good at all.
It's fantastic seeing what Calvin Phillips, because there's a lot of the match where you'll watch and like we're not talking about Calvin Phillips doing a 360 back heel nutmeg. You know, we're not talking about Calvin Phillips necessarily getting assists, scoring goals, making blocks. He's doing so much that we can't even see, that when he was out, you guys, like, it didn't quite seem lost, but you weren't tight. You weren't tight.
Yeah.
And
I think we only won. I think we only won that one match, right, against Villa.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah.
And we changed the system on that game. We went like to a 4-2-3-1. So we went a little bit. We went with two holding midfield. We had like Click dropped back, Shackleton dropped back, and it worked in that particular game. We had Rodrigo just behind Bamford, and we just changed system without Phillips because he's that powerful in this team. You know, if we have him missing, we can't just go for a like for like. You can't just put in, say, it's Click, Jamie Shackleton, Pascal Stewart, who would try from time to time. It's got to be a specialist CDM, holding midfielder who can just play in there. It's like the Fernandinho role at City. You know, remember City? You know how good City were. They went for a time under Pep Guardiola when they didn't win the game without Fernandinho doing the team. It's the same for us. Or Sergio Busquets at Barcelona. I'm not saying he's at those levels. I'm not saying that at all. But in terms of importance to the team, role for the team, the exact same. The exact same.
Yeah.
So we had a question in our last video, or I guess a couple episodes ago, in our Leeds United one. I think it was after the win against who was before Crystal Palace.
Was that
Newcastle?
Leicester. Have Leeds United fans moved the goalpost? You know the term shifting the goalpost, where you just keep. So Leeds fans, what I'm finding out, are never happy. They're
no football fan is.
I guess so.
I was going to say no football fan are truly.
City fans are probably moaning about Pep not playing like, I don't know, not winning like 5-1 yesterday. You know, it's no football fans ever happy.
Yeah. So it was all about 17th place. Let's 17th place, and now then it's like, all right, top 10. All right. Europe. Now, I know Joe on All Leeds TV is still holding out hope for Europe. You're top four.
Wow.
Not even Europe.
Wow.
He's going Champions League Europe.
You're going to do it.
He's not even talking Arsenal.
Not this Thursday night rubbish. Not this Thursday night rubbish. The full thing. The full Monty is what we want. Not this Thursday night Europa League rubbish. The full Monty. Champions League.
Have you changed your mind, Oscar? Are you jumping on that bandwagon?
Nah, I'm only play. I mean, at the start of the season, I'm still the same. You know, as long as we finish above 17th, which we're going to finish above 17th, surely, and carry on playing with the way we do. It's been a success this season. Of course, the way the kind of season's developing in terms of teams above us are a bit inconsistent. Obviously, Arsenal have had a shocking season so far. Liverpool haven't been the same, etc., etc. Chelsea have been disappointed. You know, you still look at all these things and think, you know what? Someone surprising might make that top 7 or 8. But I'm not a big fan of changing the goalpost. I still think we can aim for that. I'm not going to say if we finish lower than where we are now, it's a failed season. I'm not going to say that at all. I think if we finish top 10, that's an immense season for us. But if we don't, I'm not going to start saying, oh, what a disappointment, because we've done all the hard work in the first half of the season. We're playing beautiful football. Sometimes we'll get hammered in a game. Sometimes you've got to take the smooth with Beelzebub. You're going to have the Man United game, 6-2. You're going to have the Tottenham game and losing 3-0. The Palace game and losing 4-1. Leicester losing 4-1. It's going to happen from time to time. So for me, I'm confident we'll still finish around where we are now. Maybe a little bit higher, a little bit lower. I think Europe, in terms of the depth of our squad, I'm not sure we can push for that. I think if we got another injury, we would be in a bit of bother. Certainly if it was Calvin Phillips or Patrick Bamford, we would be in a bit of bother in that situation. But moving forward, I definitely think this club can push on and be a Leicester and regularly trying to target the top 7 or 8. And it's disappointment if they don't finish in the top 7 or 8. But right now, I've been, as James as well, all of us, Leeds fans, About 16 years out of this division. I don't know if you guys do. You guys get TalkSport in
on the internet? Yeah,
TalkSport radio. No, you won't. Yeah, you won't. It's basically English radio station 606, where basically fans phone in after they've been to the games, and you're listening to like Southampton, Stoke, West Ham, I don't know, Crystal Palace fans, and they're phoning saying, we're only 10th, and I'm thinking, oh, you've got no idea. I'm coming over to Luton away here, and you're moaning about being 10th in the Premier League and that lot. I don't want to be. I don't want to go now and turn back and be that guy and start moaning if we don't finish above 10th. Yeah, when our first season back. But I still think we can. But if we don't finish above 17th, still a successful season for us in terms of what we've done so far. I don't know if James would agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. And I would say too that there's a danger in going to Europe when you don't really have the depth. I mean, like teams in the past that haven't really built depth and they've gone and played in Europe and then they've suffered, injuries, playing in either Europa or playing in Champions League. Mm-hmm. It's come back to haunt them, and then later on, maybe that season or the next season, they've had difficulties. So I want to go to Europe. I mean, definitely, but I want to go to Europe and we're ready to go. But I think this, this squad has a chance, sure. But I'm happy with just staying up as well. I mean, that's fine by me. That's a successful season.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's any way that you guys don't have a quote unquote successful season. Like, I mean, you've already had a successful season by the snow plow is going by right now. Nothing happens on my block unless we're recording something.
Well, the most exciting thing that happens here is like if the milkman turns up late, that's the most exciting thing here. We don't get snow and fancy things like that.
Snow is wait a minute. Please tell us more about this fancy snow. Oh.
Well, not when you never get it. We never get it. It's 10 years since I saw like proper snow.
Oh man, dude, I've been up since 7 a.m. shoveling snow, taking my daughter to, she wants to go to the park. We're like 3 feet of snow. It's fucking crazy.
Not that much.
In the park there it is. It's all piled up. That's where she wants to go. She doesn't want to go on the path. Anyway.
It's 75 degrees here, man.
You're a bastard.
Oh,
75 degrees. I'm still wearing shorts.
So are we. You just can't see it.
They're really long board shorts.
Oh, you crazy bastards.
Yeah. We're like old school anchormen where, we're just in our underwear out here on the stoop.
All we need is cigars.
What happened to Lawler? Where did Lawler go?
I just asked him that he was having some trouble with something, I guess. So.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
He didn't get the translation.
Yeah, what a bastard! His we'll get his sister on here next time. His sister has been to. She's a season ticket holder for Arsenal, but she lives in Dublin. She flies to London to watch the matches, and then flies home later that day. She's not even rich. Wow. I don't know how she does it. I mean, probably got more money than me though. So getting back to what I was saying, I think Leeds United have already had a successful season because they're all anyone can talk about. People are either talking about VAR, terrible referees, Liverpool being bad, Bruno Mars's penalty kicks, or Leeds United. Like, your team is, everyone's talking about it. They're the most exciting team to watch. My channel has been taken over. Not that we're an Arsenal channel. We like to cover as many matches and teams as we can, but I'm a gunner. Fucking Leeds United, man. We put out a Leeds United video and it goes nuts. We put out an Arsenal video, we got like 10 views.
Not in our neighborhood.
It says more police sirens in Brooklyn than Arsenal fans.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Maybe. Let's see.
You're a 10-pot club, man. 10 pot.
So I think you guys have had a successful season because, look, no matter what happens, yes, you're going to lose games like you did to the Scum, but you're also going to do things like you did to Villa and like you just did to Palace. And and give matches like the first one of the year to Liverpool. You're exciting football.
Hi, birds.
It's bird time, so they're about to shit on everybody.
Yeah.
The birds just came. But you guys have only drawn 2 matches. That's exciting football for neutrals.
Yeah, I was noticing that today.
You drew to Arsenal, one of them. I don't know the other one, but you've only drawn 2 matches. Winning and losing is entertaining.
Man City was the other one. I'll just add in there, the best team in the country.
That's exactly to 2 huge clubs and one.
Hey, thanks, Wayne, for signing up. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Wayne, for your subscription. Don't forget, we got a bunch of people in the stream. Don't forget to hit that like, share it with people that you don't know. Let them know that we might talk funny with funny accents, and
we have accents.
To them, we have accents.
We can't afford accents.
It would be better if we talk like this, bruv. It's what we talk about, bruv.
We're gonna lose all of our subscribers now. They're desubscribing, unsubscribing with that crap.
What's wrong, bruv? That's what I'm talking about, blood. Like so much. Anyway, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I think that those kind of matches, those matches that were on the short end of a 4-1 or 5-1 type score, or I think defensively we are playing better and better and better, and you can see in the past couple of weeks that we're improving. We had a couple of screw ups against Everton, but other than that, I mean, we're really solid. I think defensively, and we're starting to feel more comfortable. Like I told you last time, it's sort of like the maturation process. I think we were solid defensively, as Oscar can attest to, in the championship. I mean, we're one of the better teams defensively. So, I mean, it's not that Bielsa ball means that, these scores are going to be lopsided and you're going to get, you're either going to win 4-1 or you're going to lose 4-1. It's not that at all. I think it's a matter of a healthy back line, healthy center forward, center backs especially. And then, and then continuity back there. I mean, that's it. And then and being comfortable with each other. I think it's going to happen. I think we're playing better and better.
Yeah. Let's get to this. Let's get to this super chat.
Oh, my man Azim.
Azim, what's going on, man? Thank you so much. You are the first official super chat, so we're gonna leave that on the screen until somebody else sends a super chat in.
Yeah.
He says this is Yorkshire. I said Yorkshire. They're gonna fucking murder me. They're gonna fucking murder me.
Yeah, I can't.
We're just saying Socky next.
Unforgivable.
Get over. This is Yorkshire Derby. Sorry. This is Yorkshire Derby. Now I can't say anything. This is Yorkshire Derbies. It's Hull City, Huddersfield Town, Rotherham Town, and Leeds United. But yes or no, Oscar? I'm gonna send that to you. I'm not sure the question.
I mean, they're all technically derbies, but there's not really anyone.
I think maybe what he's looking for is who's your biggest rival out of that.
None.
None of those.
To be honest, none.
Have to chime in as well.
Director John, can you put that back up there? So
read them off again.
It's Hull City, Huddersfield Town, Rotherham United, and Leeds United. So I guess asking that the answer is no.
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 I mean the Piggies, Sheffield Wednesday. The Blunts, Sheffield United. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe the Smoggies up at Middlesbrough, but the Smoggies are not. I mean, I wouldn't worry about them now. But the Blunts and the Piggies, probably Sheffield.
Okay, well, if this comment is pissing any of you off, we're not going to take it on the screen until somebody else puts a super chat up. So there.
I mean, as far as aggro and the supporters. I mean, Sheffield United and Sheffield Wednesday, definitely.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing in the chats here. The only Yorkshire clubs that matter is Leeds and the 2 Sheffields. Yeah, Manure is the biggest rival alongside Chelsea. I like that. On the Man U Leeds United video that we did, all the Man U fans came out saying, "How can Leeds United say that we're their rivals?" Yo, what's up, Lawler?
Hey,
back.
What have I missed? Everything.
Everything.
So Lawler decided that if we're going to talk about Leeds, he's getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I guess.
I grew
All right.
up listening to that shit, so.
All right. So Lawler, how are you feeling about the match coming up on Valentine's Day? What are you scared? What's going on?
How could you be scared when we've been playing so bad? You can't get more scared. For me, Arsenal just have to go gung ho for the rest of the season, man. There's nothing to lose. There's literally nothing to lose. We're not going to get relegated. We're not going to go into. I don't think we're going to get into a European spot. So for me, go gung ho and just entertain the fans. That's what I don't know. There's nothing to lose.
We've been saying that. The way that they play in the Europa League when we just or the cups where we just throw a bunch of guys out there who aren't getting playing time and they play with abandon. They just play and they look like they're having fun. Then they come to the Premier League and it's all tight. Like, oh, I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose this. I don't want to. And then we lose 1-0 at the end, or like, just fucking play. I think you're right. Like, let's go for it. We're not gonna get relegated, but just play. Like that's what I love about Leeds United, and I love about what Bielsa said. He said after the Scum match, he's like, I don't know why people are giving us crap about going for it. Isn't 4-0 worse than 6-2? Because we scored 2 goals. Isn't 4-0 worse? So yes, we may lose, we may give away a couple more goals, but we're gonna continue going.
Yeah.
Anyway, I missed a super chat on here. Put that back up there. Let's see what JB17. Thank you so much for showing some love. I don't mind Sheffield United. I hate Sheffield Wednesday with a passion. Had to get those tin pot teams off of the screen. That's why we left them up there. So thank you.
Johnny, what does tin pot mean, or Oscar? Tin pot. What's that?
Yeah,
all about? We don't use that.
Best description for it is a small team that thinks it's big.
Yeah.
It's probably the best description for it. So say, for example, a small team that thinks it's big, but then does small team things. So say, for example, Huddersfield, when they beat us a couple of years ago, they're doing they got all the fat players are joining hands and they're going, way, in front of the thinking, they're more like a mid-table clash or something. Or if you draw away from home and then you're going, way at the end to the away fans. That is called the epitome of tin pottery.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what the.
I don't know if we.
It's a good description.
Equivalent,
Did Crawley Town do that when they knocked you out? Would they be
Reach for your britches,
hold up, I missed that one. What did Michael Luke Music say? Let's not forget about poor old Bradford City. We don't know where that is either.
Well, you might as well throw Harrogate in there too. Let's throw Harrogate in there.
Harrogate's known for athletes, nothing else.
And good steak, my friend.
Yeah.
There's a really good steakhouse up there.
Oh wow, tin pot equals Manchester City.
Ooh.
All right.
That's got to be from a Scum supporter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about that. But...
No, they are a bit. They are a little bit. There's a little bit of the biggest, probably the most tin pot team in the Premier League is probably Fulham. So they have Clappers and that lot.
Yeah.
That's breaking all the tin pottery rules.
Asim says Yorkshire Orange means Hull City and Yorkshire Whites means Leeds United. Is that true?
Sounds like Pro Evolution Soccer. This.
What was that?
It sounds like Pro Evolution Soccer. Yorkshire Orange and Yorkshire Whites.
That's a type of pudding, right?
Right.
Yorkshire pudding.
Yorkshire Orange or Yorkshire White pudding.
Yorkshire
Orange pudding.
What would you like?
Yorkshire White pudding. We're not even talking about football anymore. What are we talking about?
Well, the big. Hey, Oscar, do you remember when Hull City actually wanted to go by their nickname, the Tigers? They wanted to they added the Tigers. It's going to be Hull City Tigers.
Well, they saw
Tigers. I
don't know if you remember this, James, but when they beat us, I'll talk about tin pottery. Now, Hull City beat us away from home 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting mauled by the Tigers. And then next season, we beat them 4-0 and sent them down. So, and then we sung back at them.
Man, it's a joke. Bunch of cod eaters, cod heads.
Tyler Roberts scored 2, and when we sung back at them, you're getting mauled by the Tyler. So, we won that one.
Actually, sorry, somebody just put that up there. As you were saying it, McAllister Bishop put up Tin Pot Clubs are whole city, mauled by the Tyler. He's right there. He's
mauled
right
by the Tyler.
He put that
mauled
up
by
like
the Tyler.
You even said it. Narendra Modi says impeach Arteta. Yo, we're dishing out impeachments over here like crazy. So yeah, Arteta could get one. But the problem with an impeachment is he gets to stay in office. So it just makes him mad.
Here.
Yeah, I don't know if you know American politics.
I don't even think we know American politics.
We do not. So I want to talk to you guys. How do you guys feel? Asim does speak in riddles. I like that. So John B has a comment on here. With the 49ers on board at Leeds United, the new kit will be incorporating shoulder pads. It makes sense. But I want to talk about, how do you guys feel about the 49ers injecting so much cash?
Love it. I do like it. I think it's a good market to kind of be in to an extent. Obviously, the NFL, in terms of the size of it, in terms of pre-season opportunities, just general commercial opportunities, I think the stake is going up and up and up and up and up. And obviously, Andre Rajasani, in terms of his custodianship of the football club, is being second to none. Okay, maybe the first season he did get wrong. He did get the first season wrong, but he admits that and pull it right straight away, getting Bielsa and obviously Fitzroy had a different kind of power in that kind of sense, and we got it right straight away. But yeah, the 49ers, massive really in terms of the cash injections. Hopefully, it can be put towards new contracts, a bit more into the funds for the transfers next summer. It's only positive for me in that sense.
Now I hear that they're offering Colin Kaepernick. Would you take him?
Can he play left back?
He's fit, man.
Concern, Oscar, my only concern about the 49ers is that you hear about ways to improve Ellen Road or even build a new stadium. And that to me kind of scares me in a way, because it seems like, look, maybe out of this whole deal, once they actually take control, which I think, may happen eventually, that we're going to get a soulless, stadium like Emirates.
No, we don't move. We don't want to move grounds. We don't want that.
No. I refuse to move grounds. Ellen Road. I mean, they can find ways to maybe renovate it and improve it, which I think they're going to do anyway. But as far as an American style football stadium with all the bells and whistles and everything like that, I don't want that. And Tottenham. I think Tottenham did a decent job from what I can tell. I mean, I have no idea, but I want to keep Ellen Road. No, we're not leaving. No way.
I don't mind renovating in terms of, obviously, the West Stand has needed work since probably the 1950s. To be fair,
yes, the West Stand definitely. Yeah.
That is, it's not too atmosphere in the West Stand's not great. It's not the best, to be fair, the West Stand, but we are apparently going to work on that and get it up to.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, let's
JB, hold on. JB's threatening to kneecap Joe Montana. He's a national treasure.
He's lost his kneecaps a long time ago.
Yeah, his knees don't work. That's how very Brooklyn of you, John. Or JB. Hey, I saw an aerial photo of Ellen Road where it looks like over the current grounds there's not much room for expansion, but there's a road. I guess maybe it's Ellen Road. I don't know. And then there's like a parking lot or housing or something. Like, could you just go that way?
Just place a few hundred citizens.
Fuck it, man. They're Leeds fans. They'll do it.
There is space on the other side of the grounds.
What if you made apartments on top of the stands and just sell them for like $10 million a piece? Like on the stands, you have a row of apartments on top.
No.
That is what you call Tim Pot.
Johnny, you're the only one that knows.
I think the issue there, Nick.
I think Oscar can probably he probably knows the numbers more than I do. But I think when Ellen Road had the terraces, I think that the capacity was somewhere around the 50,000 range anyway, right, Oscar?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, bring back the terraces. That's what I say. Bring them back.
We all
You want
know.
you want more people in the grounds? Bring back terraces.
The ultimate dream for me is to see the Cop, because that's the only kind of area where you can kind of build large scale behind. You've got the motorway, but the motorway's way away from the ground, so you can build a little bit there. I've said this to a lot of Leeds fans. Have said this back to me. It says of building the yellow wall, but like our version of the yellow wall, just a terrace and just so steep like Dortmund and that lot. That is just the dream. Oh man, if that happens, that'd be unreal.
Yeah, that'd be magical, man. That'd be magical.
Can you guys imagine? Can you guys imagine something? Now I'm just reading a bunch of these comments that are coming in where people are talking about asking how popular Premier League is in the States and stuff, and it just got me thinking of certain things that this is way off of Arsenal Leeds specific content, but I'd like your opinions on this. Can you imagine in the NFL, your team can leave your city if someone offers more money and offers to build them a stadium like Las Vegas? I mean, LA Rams have been everywhere.
Yeah.
The Raiders,
Cardinals.
The Raiders were in LA, then Oakland, then LA, then Oakland, and now they're in Las Vegas. Can you imagine if like Wolverhampton goes? We're going to be. We're going to go
over here now.
We're going to move Leeds United to North London. Like, can you imagine? Like, what sort of uproar? I don't even know what the question is, but did you even know that this happens, Oscar?
It's this is what we call again, not wanting to use the word tin pot again, but this is it is a little bit in that kind of sense. But I was aware of it. I wasn't aware of it. I'm only messing. The NFL is decent, to be fair. It is a decent sport. But it's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. It just wouldn't happen. Like, there was a bit of talk about obviously the Liga, in terms of moving to a couple of games to America, but the uproar in terms of the Spanish media. No. You're not playing Barcelona, Madrid in say New Orleans or in New York. No. That stays. And to be fair, I think English football would be the same. I'd like to think so anyway.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah, I mean, it's what happens. It's what happens when money is the prime. Oh, go ahead, Lawler.
They bring NFL games or the college games over to the UK and Ireland, don't they? They've done that.
Yeah.
But but I was gonna say that's what happens when it's all about money, and it's no longer about the fans, the community, and the supporters anymore. I mean that's the danger, right? I mean, it's the danger of in many respects modern football, and I mean I hate to harp on that, but it's true. I mean, it almost happened though, as far as Leeds is concerned. It almost happened way back in like the 19-teens or whatever that we almost, like Huddersfield, almost moved everything, all the operations to Leeds. So Huddersfield was going to move to Leeds and be our football club. Yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
So that almost happened. But Huddersfield's like what? It's like a stone's throw away. It's not like you're moving, across the country or anything.
Now, something I would like to adopt, and I say this all the time to people here when I'm watching NFL, is I wish the NFL would introduce relegation and promotion. Because at the end of the season, like what happens, I don't know if any of our viewers know this, but in the NFL, the draft the next year, so where you can draft players, first round draft pick, the first draft goes to the last place team, and the winner of the Super Bowl takes the last draft of that round. So if you're not going to get to the playoffs, teams start tanking games so they can get last place. So it becomes a race for last place. Where I'm like somebody just said, he's a Cleveland Browns fan. The Browns would have been relegated for decades, and like Alabama and LSU would be playing in the NFL. We just we don't have tiers in the NFL.
It's the same with MLS, isn't it? The MLS.
Yeah, we don't have that. Yeah, we don't have relegation and promotion in MLS.
No.
Yeah, it's because it's an American.
We'd also have to have more than one league.
But the MLB does. Baseball does. So why doesn't baseball do relegation?
That's
because the lower teams are owned by the bigger teams.
Yeah, but that's like, I mean, just to talk about minor league, that's like the under 23. These are farm teams. You know,
Anyway,
yeah.
bullshit, man. If you start losing games, you should be kicked out of a top tier league. Full stop.
How dare you? How dare you go for last place to me? I just can't fathom that.
No.
And fans are like, it's fine. We're going for last place. It's fine. It's fine. I just want them to tank it. We're gonna get.
That is Tin Pot. That is Tin Pot again.
But it's absolutely terrible.
If they continue doing it, they should just switch. You know, that they get the shitty players in the draft, and you know, the team that wins the Super Bowl gets it.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to keep it all fairness and all that. We missed a super chat a while ago. I just want to put that up there for Masim. Sorry, I touched the board again. The director's taking control back. Do you remember Joe, Oscar, Hal, Tosh, Rhiannon, Locks, and others? But that true? Yes or no?
They're all obviously me, Joe, and Tash are all EST. Hal, Rhiannon, Locks, all very valued guests of our channel on Before the Whistle Blows on a Friday night. Rhiannon actually does the fan post match with us. And yeah, they are all part of All Leeds TV and all very valued members of All Leeds TV. I'll add at that as well.
Awesome. Are you asking if we should have them on the Stoop? Are they good quality? We've asked Joe. Joe is busy as all hell. But let us know who you guys would like to see on the Stoop. We love having Oscar because he's got such an in-depth knowledge of everything football related as well as Leeds. And I promise you guys, we're only an hour into this, but we will get to Leeds Arsenal eventually.
No, talk about something else, man.
Yeah, John even left for a while to go get a sandwich. We're saying Wimbledon became MK Dons.
Yeah,
They
kept Wimbledon as well. They kept Wimbledon AFC, and they had another Milton Keynes.
Oh, so they split.
Milton Keynes Club. They split.
Yeah.
So they split. Oh, JB17 says, all cheese, aren't we?
All cheese, aren't we? All cheese, aren't we? All cheese. That's a section of Ellen Rose. It's called the cheese wedge.
The cheese wedge.
The cheese wedge.
I get it. Well, good on you, JB. I was like, wait a minute. Is he making fun of you for a second? No, I thought he was a Leeds United fan. Okay, so here's let's get to the game, guys. We're only in an hour in. Asim saying, I remember about Oscar, Joe, Hal, Tash, Rhiannon. How do you say that? Rhiannon. Locks and others from All Leeds TV.
Fleetwood Mac song.
Asim, we will try to get all of them on here at some point or another. We really love All Leeds TV. If you don't happen to know it, I know most of y'all are coming here from All Leeds TV anyway.
And we thank you.
But if you don't know them, you got to check them out. They're live every night of the week during lockdown. They do quiz shows. They do opposition. They do everything. And they're really, really awesome guys. I was just on there earlier with Lee Gunner and Joe and Oscar. Joe and Oscar didn't get to talk at all.
I wonder why.
Thank you.
Okay, here's a question. It's actually about Leeds Arsenal. So to each of you, if you could have one player from the starting lineups, the usual starting lineups from the opposing team on your team, who would you have? So let's start with who wants to start?
I'm quite happy to start.
Okay, Oscar, if you could have one Arsenal player from the generally normal starting lineup.
No doubt about it, in terms of how much I love the Spanish football. I was amazed, to be honest, when he signed for you. Thomas Partey, no question about it. Love him. Absolutely fantastic player.
We would love to have him in the side as well.
Well, he's always interested because he wants to play for Leeds, really. He's trying to work that move, you see.
He never missed hardly a fucking game for Atletico Madrid.
I think he played every game for Madrid.
He missed
every game.
The odd game at the end, Simeone left him out because he knew he wanted to go. But, apart from that, he was playing every fucking week. He's playing in the Copa del Rey as well. So he comes to Arsenal and he turns to glass like all of the players that come to Arsenal. Whatever they drink in London, in Colney, I don't know. They just turn to bleeding pussies. They turn to glass. I don't know. Tierney. Tierney turns the glass as well.
Tierney's been through war his whole life. He's a Scottish guy who doesn't get injured, and now he's injured for weeks. Like an off-field, basically, Leeds United trainers are working their guys' asses off to get them more fit than the army. Yet Arsenal, they come in and they're like, "Would you like a cocktail? Would you like, what are we feeding our guys? Oh, don't run, we'll run for you."
Wagyu beef. It's like we're feeding this special.
Tierney was pretty durable at Celtic.
What was that?
I said Tierney was pretty durable at Celtic. It wasn't. So,
because he'd get death threats if he didn't play, man. You get death threats in Scotland if you don't play.
Hey, Oscar has recovered very well from his early yellow card. Yeah, thank you, John B. That means you've been here the whole time. And our director must really love Lawler, because Lawler didn't get a yellow card or a red card for stepping out for half an hour.
I got a black card. No,
you got the elusive black card.
Oh my God. JB says we don't rely on individuals anyways. That's very, very true. That's very true. And Arsenal, like I said, I feel like Arsenal is very much self before side, and Leeds United is very side before self. I would like to ask Lolo and the other Arsenal fans, when did you all become Arsenal fans? What was the turning point? So Lawler can start off. I mean, he's from Dublin, so he's not American.
No. Well, I started supporting them after we funny enough, after we lost to Luton Town in the old Mill Cup back in the 80s, in the late 80s. I think it was 1987. We lost to Luton, and the following year, then we went on to pip Liverpool to the league on the last day. So that was in the late 80s I started following them, even though James with his Frank Sinatra impressions singing lead songs, my dad wasn't able to sway me across to Leeds.
I know. I didn't even sing Poor Little Cockney Bastard.
Good.
Well, you skipped over the important part there, John, that I'm not sure everybody knows, but Lawler's dad is hardcore Leeds United. He has about 50 kids, and none of them are Leeds United fans. So very interesting. We started with that. And I am an Arsenal fan because of Lawler. Lawler came to New York and taught me all about the Premier League, and I made him a New Orleans Saints fan, and he made me an Arsenal fan.
We're not having a good year, man.
Not having a good year at all, man. So we'll try and get Breeze is almost done here. Maybe we'll send Breeze over there to the Emirates. So let's move on. James, which Arsenal player would you take?
David Seaman.
You know, gave me a John Lukic a few years ago. Relax.
Adams, I'll take Adams. Thierry Henry. Dennis Bergkamp.
Best player, probably the best player.
And you're talking at their age now.
The Premier League.
No, I would take if I had a choice, I would probably take Saka.
Yeah.
I think he's quality. I mean, I rate him really highly, and I think right now he's the best Arsenal player on the pitch.
And he works hard.
And the only attacking threat that I'm worried about in Sunday's match.
Last 2 months he's been our player of the month, right? So before that was Gabriel that got it 3 months on the bounce, and Saka's after getting it the last.
Yeah, Saka's got everything, man. He's got pace. He's got great vision.
He works hard. He's probably
he's a hard worker. Yeah,
who could work hard enough.
Slightly off topic. What's happened Gabriel, when I first saw him in the first couple of games, I thought, what a signing this is. I thought, wow, it's an absolute stinking proper Arsenal centre back. Got a little bit of bottle about him, and then he seems to have just completely disappeared off the
He went into the training area and he was fed caviar and Wagyu beef, and now he's made of glass. He got hurt, he came back, and he's a shell of himself in like 2 months. I don't know. John, any insight there?
No, I think he did get injured. He got that stupid red card as well, right? So when he had to take a hit for the red cards, then I always find it strange in saying he struggled to get back into a shit defense and he was the best defender. It was like he struggled to get back into the defense and he was our top player, man.
He was man of the match his first 2 matches.
I think he's had one dodgy game, maybe 2 dodgy games. But look who he's playing with. Look who he's fucking playing with. Like it's hard to look at. You have a different centre back every week beside you. You have 2 Fairleys playing fullback. Well, when Tierney doesn't play, and I don't know. I think you're right, Oscar. I think he's going to be one of the best players at the club. I think if we're able to get him starting regularly. I'm still scratching my head what happened with the whole Saliba situation, and that guy went back to France, and he's been their best player, one of their best players since he went back. Yeah, William Saliba. So with Gabriel, I think he's going to be. I think he's him. If we can keep him and Tierney, Mari looks okay to me. I like Pablo Mari as well. I think he can balance a little bit there. But the others, fucking hell, I'd get rid of them all. We need a revamp big time. Got my name wrong. Fuckhead.
But speaking of red cards, though, you saw where Alioski's already calling out Pepe.
Yeah, I love that.
I saw that.
Pepe.
I don't love that because he's going to play against Saka on Sunday. I'm thinking, oh no, this is not ending well.
Alioli's going to get smoked, man, on Sunday. Alioli's getting smoked.
He's talked himself into it, though.
He's getting
Yeah.
You gotta love that guy because he's not the best player in the world, but he refuses to not talk shit, which I just love it. He's like me. I don't know anything that I'm talking about, but I refuse to stop talking about it.
Yeah.
Until you break them into submission, man. It's like getting into their heads before. There's no need to play mental games with the Arsenal players. There's just no need to
It's a Radiohead song that's been flying through my head this whole season, which is "You do it to yourself, you do," and that's what really hurts.
I was thinking of another one. I was thinking of High and Dry. High and Dry.
I told you it turned to a sing song.
Whenever I hear fake plastic trees, I think about Scum supporters.
Big plastic watering cans. Hey guys, Diego C. Palace has a good, only 20 more likes needed for 100 likes. There's over 100 of you currently watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, subscribe to All Leeds TV. Awesome with another. Oh my God, $20. This one's staying up. But that's in pounds. That's British pounds. That's $1 million.
$1,000, man.
Says Hull City means Yorkshire Orange, and Leeds United means Yorkshire Whites. But I see this about last 6 years ago from Pro Evolution Soccer. P.S. John, you know about that. It starts season 14-15, I think. John, you used to play Pro Evolution, right?
Dude, this will take you way back, and I don't know if the guys know this. I used to play sensible soccer on the fucking Atari.
Yes.
That was class.
Unreal game.
And then I went into some of the manager games, and then the Pro Evs, the early FIFAs came out. But I was initially a Pro Ev fan, and then I went into FIFA with the young fella, with my Diego, of course. But sensible soccer is the one that always sticks in my head. I used to fucking love it.
Wow. Hey, a quick question for everybody who's listening, and put it in the comments. Something that we've been thinking about doing is doing a FIFA league or a FIFA group where you can play with us on the Stoop, and you can play with all the guests that we have. Some of us are good and some of us are terrible.
I'm terrible.
We're both not very good. Lawler's very good. Our director, John, is very good. Our Liverpool guy is very good. Would you guys be in for that if it was like a Patreon sort of thing where you get a link and you get to play FIFA against us and talk shit with us the whole time? Just write it in the comments. But okay, moving on. JB, you're ridiculous. By the way, did you guys see that Diogo Jota is #1 in the world at FIFA?
That's
#1 in the world.
What do you mean? In the game or a player?
In the game, playing, actually playing.
This is why
he's ranked #1 in the world. That's why he doesn't play.
Dragging out this knee injury.
He's making more money doing that. Oh, thank you, John B. John B, like the '80s R&B singer. Okay, let's continue on with Lawler. Which one of the Leeds United cats would you take?
Well, there's a couple of players that I obviously like. You guys are on the Rafinha hype train at the moment, so we have a better player who's going to be much better, who's getting games. Pepe is better. But at the moment, if you were to ask me, I'd take back an old Arsenal boy to fucking stay in right full, and I'd take back Luke Ayling. That's who I'd take back from Leeds at the moment. I would take him just because of who we have there, and I like the way he gets up and down. He defends well. But again, somebody wrote in the comments today that it's not about the individual; it's about the team. Right now, if you were to ask me, I'd take Ayling for Sunday's game and kick Bellerin out.
Dude, can you imagine Tierney and Ayling?
That'd be pretty crazy.
Keep imagining. And I've got to say, Pepe better than Rafinha.
Brooklyn was built on
what sport? At golf?
He's
golf,
better.
at hockey?
Oscar. He's a better player. He's definitely a better player.
Who? Wait, who? What are you saying, Oscar?
Pepe better than Rafinha? On what basis?
You guys need a shining light to look at. He comes in. He's going to be.
You can't get ahead of William.
No.
We don't speak that name. I don't like speaking about that person, please.
Exactly, Soren. That's my starter. I'm taking Bielsa, and I'm taking Bielsa. I know that's against the rules, but it's my Stoop, so my rules.
Shit. Sorry, folks.
No, Luke Ayling. Luke Ayling is a good choice. Luke Ayling is a very good choice, and it would be something good to sort of create a back for,
Yeah, dude, he doesn't get beaten in the air a lot. He's good in the air. He's physical. He's good on the deck with the ball. He has a good football brain. Not like fucking Bellerin. Do you know what I mean? It's even Cedric. If Bellerin goes injured, we have to put Cedric in there. And he's played a handful of games. He's had ups and downs. Now he's playing left full, and he's going to get smoked. He's going to get smoked on Sunday.
Yeah.
Whoever needs to put on the right wing. So yeah, Ayling is good, man. Somebody put a comment there. He doesn't get enough credit for. I don't think so anyway, because there's some other players in Leeds that get more shout outs. But Ayling's a good, solid player, man.
Ayling's fantastic. But
I like Luke as well.
Yeah, but for me,
and Stuart Dallas and Luke Ayling, I think, are just solid performers.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta go with the man. The man. I saw a video of him walking into a gas station. The gas station attendant went nuts, and Calvin Phillips, just stood there and let the dude go crazy, going like, "I can't believe I am in this guy. He's in my shop," and he's like, "I just fucking need gas, man. I just need or petrol or whatever.
Can you let me be a human?"
But he just sat there and was like, and I was like, this has to be an old video. But it was like, no, it was from that week. Like, he's Premier League Calvin Phillips, not.
Yeah. Calvin is such a soft-spoken, humble guy that I can visualize it.
Yeah.
The way that Calvin would have responded.
Oh man, just having him to, because I'm telling you, he may not have the numbers, he may not have all the, like, I'm never picking him in fantasy football, but I'm picking him first if we're playing out in the park. Like, I'm not picking any. Rafinha's fantastic, but Rafinha needs help. Rafinha doesn't get to be fantastic without this captain, and I'm not talking about an armband, I'm talking about an actual captain, an actual leader, somebody who you trust 100%, and that's what I feel with everybody. So
how old is he? How old is Calvin Phillips? Is he like 21,
25,
25.
25.
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you for all these super stickers. I'm not even sure what a super sticker means, but for 99 cents,
That's Oscar. Oscar knows.
that's fantastic, man. Thank you, awesome. We really, really appreciate that. And you'll always be known as the first Stoop Super Chat when we're big and famous. And don't forget, next season we will be trying to build up enough money. If Ellen Road is open, we'll be trying to get enough money up and to get us all a trip to Leeds to watch a Leeds United match and do an On the Stoop live on the steps of Ellen Road. So next season we'll put together all sorts of packages,
Or at the Peacock.
wherever. I don't know.
We'll go to the Peacock and do it in the backyard area, or White Locks. Go to White Locks and
I can't remember. I remember I used to be in a little music group back in the day, and we did a gig in Leeds. And I'm trying to remember. I think it was one of the nightclubs. Was there a Majestic nightclub? Do any of you guys ever remember that from Leeds?
oh yeah,
The Majestic. Yeah.
yep.
John was
The Majestic was infamous, my friend.
We did a gig in the Majestic, and then from there we went up to Wakefield. Or down, I think Wakefield is up north of Leeds, right? We went
South, I think.
It's not too far. Oh, Jesus!
there's
Whoa.
Get that off.
Oh, there it is.
one day somebody came.
So yeah, that was my adventure in Leeds. I've been back since a bunch of times, but yeah. But I'm just trying to remember the places that I was in. I don't remember a lot.
Guys, thank you. We've been going much longer than expected. I just want a special shout out to the Karen C. She says KP is the heart of Leeds. Karen C, you are part of the heart of the Stoop. Karen C is one of our Patreon subscribers. She's been paying for months, just a couple dollars a month, just to show her support. We send messages back and forth talking about
for the hand warmers.
She paid for these hand warmers. Thank you very much. But a little bit helps. If you guys want to sign up to become Patreon members, it's $1, $3, whatever you want to pay a month. You get behind the scenes footage, you get backstage, you get a direct line of communication with us where you tell us what you like, what you don't like, things like that. But you become part of the Stoop, and we really, really, really appreciate it. So thank you, Karen C. Glad to see that you were on here.
Thank you, everybody, for your support.
So, fellas, I think it's about time we wrap it up. If you guys are okay with our hour-long show being over at an hour and a half. So let's just
worth every minute.
Let's just go around and get predictions. So let's do the same order. Mark, we're going to start with Mark. He hasn't been allowed to talk very much. What is your neutral Wolverhampton perception?
I watched the last match, and red card or no, Leeds should have won that match. You guys had two potential goals come off the frame, and that's how close you guys were to winning that. And I think those goals are going to show up, and you guys are Leeds is going to win 2-0. Yeah.
Get the hell off my Stoop.
Get him out of there, man.
I let him go first.
Well, that's what you get.
Okay.
That's what you get for not letting me talk. I got a lot of things to say.
We're going to go for take two. That was a bad take. I think something was off with the audio there.
Oh, typical Arsenal fan. Noted.
Sticking to it.
Our director is
There you go. Love it. Thank you, John. Thank you.
Okay, Oscar, what do you say?
I'll go 2-1 Leeds. I don't think, obviously, with Partey missing, Tierney missing, probably two of your most technical players, I think our press will be a bit too much, and a battles to break our London curse and win the game 2-1.
Wow. Oh, that's right. I forgot all about the London curse.
But you expect Arsenal to score a goal?
Yeah.
For who? Like, who's going to do that?
Saka.
Now,
I'll
all
go
right.
Saka.
You're very
I think he's the player I'm worried about. I think, as James said, I think he's that player that thinks he's that one.
All right now.
He can beat a man, shoot from distance, goal scorer. Got a bit of everything about him. Creates top player, Saka. And I can't believe Lawler is talking about Pepe, when you can talk about Saka. What a player he is in comparison.
I'm trying to keep the confidence going with Mr. Pepe.
2 weeks ago.
Your fixation on Pepe, man, is
No, I
disturbing.
never said Pepe. I said he's a bag of shit. But now he's starting to play well.
But he's not. But and he's better than Rafinha. You were saying.
Yeah,
I can't let that one go.
100%.
Rubbish.
Of course he'll say rubbish. Of course he will. Of course he's better.
Better than Rafinha.
Yeah. For fuck's sake, move
Yeah,
on.
what?
What? He's a better player than Rafinha. Come on. Let's be real.
Oh!
Red card.
Eventually,
card.
finally, VAR.
I'm used to them. I'm used to those fucking red cards.
That's the thing, is when Arsenal gets a red card, we go, okay, cool. We're better playing with 10 men anyway. So good. Finally, we got the red card. All right, James, what do you say?
I think 3-1, and I think Saka scores. I agree with Oscar. I think Saka scores your goal. And I think that Rafinha gets a brace and Alioski gets a goal, simply because their names go along with, metrically with who put the ball in the Arsenal net.
Let's hear it.
There you go.
Let's hear
So
it.
Alioski gets a goal because his name goes with that, and we're going to start singing that over and over again every show. And Rafa.
Well, let's hear it. Let's hear the song. Put Alioski's name in there.
Who put the ball in the Arsenal net? Who put the ball in the Arsenal net? Who put the ball in the Arsenal net? Johnny Alioski. There you go.
It works. It works.
Yeah, Johnny Alioski, Johnny Alioski, Johnny Alioski, Johnny Alioski.
What nickname do you have for Alioski? Because the guy that song's about was called the Sniffer, no? He's the Sniffer, right?
Sniffer Clark, yes.
Sniffer Clark.
It was Alan Sniffer Clark originally, but we gotta update it, John. We're gonna update it this weekend, so all the Leeds fans can thank me for updating that song.
Well, enjoy your trip to London, because as Oscar said, you guys don't do good in London or even South London. So like I said when I came on, I think we have nothing to lose. I think Arsenal win 3-1. Which is going to be strange for me to say, but I actually think we're gonna just go, look, fuck this. What can we? It's going to be, people expect it to be an open game, and I thought some of the previous games would be more. I thought the Villa game was just going to be end to end after they scored after 1-0, and then they tried to not shut up shop, but it made it very difficult for us. I think Leeds. I think we'll keep it secure for a while, and I can see us winning 3-1. I think we'll win 3-1. I can see Saka, I can see Laka and Pepe. There you go. And Bamford might nick 1 out of 50 chances that he's going to get. He may get 1. He may get 1.
He's saying he still has more than Lacazette. Still has more goals than Lacazette.
Yes, he does.
And he can actually run unlike Lacazette.
Say much.
He plays every game.
Okay.
Lacazette can't run.
It's not his job. His job is to stay right there and win a tight battle.
And that's worked well for Arsenal so far.
Perfect. It's all perfect. Okay,
3-1, boys. 3-1.
Here we go.
Easy work.
Here's Lolo's take on it all.
I was expecting the second yellow for that. I was thinking it's towards the end. I can take the second yellow now. I can take the second yellow.
No, you got to remember the referee in this is a Leeds fan. So.
Oh, okay.
So he's like,
what
no.
did we get the additional booking for?
There
I
we
can't
go.
remember now. Oh, it's the Emirates comment, wasn't it?
The what?
Was it the Emirates comment? I can't. What do I get booked for? I can't remember.
What, the score?
What
did I get booked for?
You got a yellow card there.
Oh,
now.
you
What
got
did Chiarelli
booked.
give me
I
a
don't
yellow
know.
card
It was like 2 hours ago. Okay, so my take on it all is I think Arsenal are going to win 2-1. Yeah, I got a red card before I even started talking.
Well, it's your show.
Oh, that was for Oscar. I think Arsenal are going to win 2-1, and I think the goals are going to come from, I think, Rob Holding is going to get a goal because a goal is going to come off of a corner kick. Because set
they're gonna
pieces,
come. That's how they're gonna come.
Set pieces are where we're going to get our goals from you guys. But I also think the goal you get is from a set piece that you defend, and you guys outpace us, and you go and score a goal. Somebody gets it, Jack or Dallas or somebody. And then in the end, there's a chance to tie it up, and there's a chance to claim a point for Leeds United. But who put the ball over the net? Who put the ball over the net? Who put the ball over the net?
been working on this
Bamford missed a save.
Here in America, Obama, young.
I don't know where.
Fair play to you, Lolo. Fair play.
Either way, it's gonna be fun. Now, listen, I know Oscar and Joe over at All Leeds TV. You guys are going live for the match, right? You're live for all the matches.
Yeah, we'll probably go live about an hour before with the live lineups, do a bit of build up to that. Obviously, Leeds' lineup, Arsenal's lineup, discuss that, how the game might go from that point of view. And probably about 3:45 the game kicks off. No, sorry, the game kicks off at 4:30. So probably about 4:15. We'll then start the watch along. And then 15 minutes after the game, we'll go into a live post-match reaction and then do a play ratings after that as well. So it's all action, but it's all good. It's all fun.
Awesome.
Especially when we win. When we lose, it's a bit like, oh, this is like,
As we know.
So we will also be going live. We'll be with Lawler, James. We got a bunch of people that are going to be on there. So you guys are going to need 2 tablets. You're going to need your cell phone and your laptop and your TV. Have us all going. Maybe we should work out a halftime thing where we pop up our screen on your stream and you guys pop up on our stream and we talk during halftime or something. We'll work it. We'll work it all out. I just saw that we got to 100 likes. That's fucking awesome. Thank you guys so much. So quickly before we leave, write in the comments, who was your man of the match of this live stream? Was it Lawler in Madrid who dipped out for half an hour? Was it James with his musical talents? Was it Oscar who actually knows what he's talking about? Was it Mark for not saying anything?
That's why you're gonna vote for me.
Or was it for my big mouth?
Here's the silent part.
I do, Karen. I have them
ready for
actually
carnival,
on
isn't it?
site in my bag. I was going to bring them out, but that's a little early. I've been watching my YouTube videos on how not to cut hair. And
so Karen said that you need to make sure that I get the lines.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get the
edge
fade,
up,
and we're going to do all the things. And I have, I have them in my bag.
Just in case you guys don't know, if Leeds United win, Mark will give me the Leeds top knot on camera, and it'll be up later Sunday because we're not going to go live with that. We're going to film it with multiple cameras and all that. So, so man of the match. Let's see, Oscar keeping the British end up. Lolo learning the term tin pot. Diego says Oscar got it. James, man of the match from Military Gooner. Military Gooner, how do you give a Leeds United fan man of the match? I guess, he's got a great channel, guys. Go check out Military Gooner as well. Lolo has hair. Yeah, I know. At least on the side. Part that he's gonna. Lawler gets man of the match for his comedy about Pepe. Oscar gets man of the match for all the money he paid for it. Just like
just some more comedy. Here's my wedding ring prior to the game on Sunday if we go live.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I should have asked your wife.
Yeah. Ask permission, man. Ask permission.
Mark, you just got man of the match for constantly talking. All right, fantastic. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for participating. John, Oscar, James, you guys are always invited anytime you want to be on. Thank you so much to all of the fans. Thank you for all the super chats, all the stickers. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Karen C., our Patreon subscriber. Don't forget, you can be a part of us on the Stoop. Just a couple dollars a month. It keeps us going, buys us coffee and beer. And if anybody is up late on Friday, 10 o'clock Eastern time, 3 o'clock Leeds United, 3 in the morning Leeds United time.
The drunkards on the show.
We are doing a happy hour where we're playing trivia, we're doing drinking games, we're doing shots, we're doing trash talk, And if this one was an hour and a half, that one could well be into 5 o'clock in the morning. So maybe you guys in Leeds wake up and you join us.
One day, maybe in a couple of weeks, I'll join you on one. All right, I promise you. I promise you now, I will join you on one.
Good.
Drinking games. We'll have like a transatlantic beer pong game. That's what we'll do.
There you go.
We'll bounce it off each other's like computer screens or something like that, and we'll do it that way.
Exactly. Okay, awesome. No sleep till Brooklyn. No sleep till Arsenal win.
Ooh, we're gonna be up for a long time.
No.
For a while.
I'm gonna go for a nap right now. Thank you guys so much. Peace from the stoop, y'all.
Be good.
Good luck, guys. Good luck.
Leeds.
Yeah, right.